Hello and welcome to the third and final game of the Game3's Invitational Runners-Up tournament. Bit of a mouthful just to say then. This is between MSI and T7H, and once more then with me is my little expert, which is Caution.
Good evening. Lol.
And here we go then. We're gonna obviously, as I just said already, third game. So we're gonna see if we're gonna stir things up a bit. But straight away these two bands, familiar ones, Cursed, Hellbringer, and then we're gonna Sliver. Maybe we might see the Corrupt Disciple then being banned or not. It was banned in the previous two ones. Same with Polywog. Anything you might think we'd be seeing, Caution?
Probably the Polywog. I know that Trixie's very strong with the Polywog, and I think T7H should probably scout it out somewhat and would be like, well, we want to ban that. I think Swiftblade is also obviously a big contender. I think he's probably one of the strongest carries in the game, if not the strongest. Just so strong early game, has a little bit of a lull mid game, but then comes back like a huge late game as well. So yeah, we're actually going down into the backup time, and they're really considering what they're going to ban here. The last ban, I said Plague Rider.
Yep. Once again, you warned me this last time. Got to be careful of reading spoilers, but Pyromancer pretty crucial last time. Obviously, you don't really want to ban him, but they're going to be looking for other counters to other picks as well, especially Arachna and that double hill lane, or double hill team, as you mentioned previously, is pretty deadly. So here we go then. Definitely Polywog Priest then, no chances taken, and then Plague Rider. Any likely first picks then? Corrupt Disciple?
I'd actually say Swift is big contender for a first pick right there. Yeah, there we go. Hey, number one.
Damn.
I think T7H might actually go for a Defiler Demented pickup or a Defiler Magmus. Either two of those three. They'll probably shop me and go for an Engineer though instead.
Yeah, we did see that. What's Engineer? Same with Soul Reaper, used every game then. So we'll see if they can pick it right. If not, if you get it right this time, I'm just gonna let you pick them all really, and prove your knowledge. Charge Shine, but there we go then. Soul Reaper once more in the hands of T7H and Demented Shaman. So double healing name once more. Wow, double healing team. Got it said it wrong twice. Yeah, well you already spoke about it in the other game, but show off your knowledge again.
Yeah, double heal is so strong. They use it quite a bit. It can actually be used really well if you send them both to the top lane. Counters a farm lane quite hard. Double heal is really strong and really hard to take down once they get past like level 3. And obviously in the mid game, late game team battles, double heal can be extremely strong, and the longer the team fights go on, then the better it is for the double heal team. Hammerstorm picked up there, and a Pyromancer again, which with no real spoilers, it worked really well for them last game with that combination, so they decided to go for it again. What's going to interest me personally is what they're going to lane with the Swiftblade. It could be the Glacius, which is obviously kind of standard. They could use for something else though, like a Voodoo. Can also be used with a Swift.
Vindicator. Interesting Vindicator pick then. Maybe there then to prevent this Pyro Hammerstorm then deadly. Just gonna say, if you're watching it from the third to the second and first, don't do it the other way around, so in future we can spoil stuff a bit more for you. But that Vindicator definitely looking to screw things up a bit, and obviously that passive effect of his Glyph Silence by level 4 then, that 3 seconds, is gonna do pretty much a turnover on a hero like Pyromancer, who relies on that quick succession of spells to get off. But bit of friendly tournament going on, as you expect. Any ideas for this next one then?
They might go for the Arachna. It's worked kind of okay. Well, certainly worked okay for them for one of the games. Yeah, there it is. Oh,
I'm just gonna keep setting you up all game. I've given up asking myself now.
I'm expecting maybe a Glacius and then basically a Trixie pick. So what Trixie wants to do in middle. It could be the Defiler again. No, it's the Forsaken this time. I was going to say that, but he picked it before I could say it. Damn it.
Any excuse. But I'm pretty sure you can gladly accept like 2 out of 3 right, if not more. Losing track already. But yeah, bit of repetition going on. Obviously, that Forsaken Archer proved itself last game with being able to gank effectively and just really dealing off Arachna middle with DeWitt's, getting the upper hand. And then looks like we are going to have another rematch between those two then. And as I just said, Glacius, great combination partner for Rexia's Swiftblade. And overall, obviously his chilling presence, his mana regen, it's just going to benefit the team. But wham, here we go then, Pharaoh. Great hero, I like. How do you think he's going to add to this lineup then?
It's the one of the big counters to a Swiftblade lane. Basically, as long as he's not too far forward and he positions himself quite well, then he can also get a hatchet as his first item. And basically, if he gives the hatchet, he really stops the Swiftblade from last hitting like supremely well. Then as soon as the Swiftblade tries to go for a kill, he just puts up his mummies and basically stops him in his tracks. So it's probably one of the number 1 counters to a Swiftblade lane. Hopefully we'll see it play and work well and prove my point. I shouldn't see. I think they'll probably actually go for the Vindicator Pharaoh to counter that lane. It is quite a strong counter. Swiftblade will have like no mana left after a while, and then as soon as he does try to spin, it's going to be Pharaoh mummies. So it is very strong counter to that. And then a Soul Reaper Demented lane against the bottom. Double heal. We'll probably go against the Hammerstorm Pyromancer. Which I don't think will work if the Hammerstorm Pyromancer go for the early kills. If they go at level 1, level 2, roughly around that sort of area, then I don't think they'll have the sufficient heals to stop them from dying. And then we've got Trixie against the Ratner again. Sorry, Forsaken Archer against the Ratner. Can't help but just call him by his name.
Oh, sure, I'll accept that one. But yeah, definitely correct about if it's going to be a Soul Reaper Demented lane. They're going to be very squishy heroes and in a bit of trouble then, especially if once more they try and get that early edge. Obviously, you normally see a lot of heroes like Pyromancer wait until you get those extra levels in your stuns and waves to do damage, but they didn't even need that last game. They went on a big level 1, borderline level 2, went for it straight away, did the maths, and it paid off. And from then it was just a bit of a spiral downwards. But here we go then, the game's going to start. Looking forward to this one. All on the line now for that bit of glory. We're going to see which way they all end up going. So as you said already, it's nice to see a bit of intricacy in the game, bit of thinking going on by both teams, countering each other's heroes, as you'd expect at this type of level. But still a pleasure to watch, and hopefully the game's going to prove it as well.
It looks like they're going to go for a first blood attempt in a top with Hammerstorm's going for the top lane. He does have a TP with him. I think maybe one of the support heroes bought him that TP. Actually, no, he bought it himself. Yeah, they're going to go for a quick tri lane early gank or try yank. But I don't think we'll see Vindicator or Pharaoh bite really. They're looking to cover the rune. It just depends which way they go to place these wards. If they go up that ramp, then it's going to die.
Maybe hide it in the... Yep. Seen a lot more. I think you might have even used it yourself or one of your teammates. Obviously, you get the hero to hide near the edge of the outpost and then wait up there. They might try and do that as a bit of a backup idea, maybe. But might not be needed here. We'll see if Vindicator does come up. Looks like Pharaoh's looking. Oh, bit of suspense here. Glacius can obviously see from that line of sight. No, they're not going to be as lucky. Vindicator is going to go down and around, so they're just going to have to wait. Be a bit patient, hide, let they go straight away. Even Hammerstorm, just that one tree then blocking the line of sight. Pharaoh might be the first one they see. He's cutting down the trees. Let's see who they go for then. Oh, going for Pharaoh, but God, there you go, straight away. Use the wall of mummies. Not sure if he had it already, but if not, it was a great use to have. Vindicator going off,
yeah, he did pick
giving that aura. And there we go then. Costly. Look at the just the mana lost by Swiftblade and Glacius. Obviously, Mummy's effects drains mana, and not successful there.
No, if they just waited that like 1 second, or even